favorite videos to film. This is going to be a testing new at the drugstore makeup. There haven't been a ton of drugstore product releases. There was a lot at the beginning of the new year, and then it kind of has seemed to fade out, and then I bet it will pick up again in a month or so when it's really springtime. But I have a good amount of products despite that, and yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this testing new products at the drugstore video. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I've already primed, moisturized my skin, prepped it. We have foundation, concealer, and powder to try today, so that's exciting. So I went to Shoppers Drug Mart and Walmart to find all of these new products. So the first new product that I have to share with you guys and test out is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. If you haven't heard of this product in the last 3 or so months, you clearly don't watch much YouTube, so thank you for watching me. This has been raved about on the community. Purchased this at Walmart and it retailed for $16.96. So not a cheap foundation considering it's drugstore, but if it's worth the hype, then it's worth it. And mine is in the shade 400 Pearl. I believe this is the second lightest, so let's just, oh, that's not a bad shade match for me, I don't think. Wow, I'm pale. That is how one layer of the foundation looks on me. It's not super full coverage. As you can see, my skin is pretty bad right now, but that is a pretty good amount of coverage considering how lightweight it feels and how thin of a formula it is. Typically, thicker texture foundations cover more. Typically, not always. So I might try and apply a little bit more to my cheek area where I need a little more coverage. See if it can build up at all. That is how it looks with another little bit added. So I do think it really built up the coverage here. You can still see my breakout here. And then on this side, I think it helped a little bit. Overall, it has a really nice skin-like finish, even really close up looking in my mirror here. It doesn't look like intense thick foundation. It doesn't look super unnatural. Obviously you can tell I have foundation on, but for no makeup days, I think this would be amazing to just wear foundation and go out the door. I will put down below in the comment section or the description box how it wore throughout the day. For now, let's move on to concealer. So I was super excited to find this in my Walmart. I did not expect that Canada would have this yet. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and mine is in the shade Light Peach. I believe this is the second lightest as well, but I will link all the info down below. I purchased this for $6.97, so that's not bad for concealer. That's pretty average to lower, I would say. A lot of concealers in Canada are like $9, $10-ish. I've heard this is super comparable to the Shape Tape. People have said that about a lot of concealers, like the Makeup Revolution one, which I wasn't a fan of. So we're gonna try this out. I'm super excited because I actually have a lot to cover today, as I mentioned, breakout wise. We're just gonna really apply it everywhere because my skin is not doing great right now. Lately, I've been applying my spot concealer, highlighting concealer first, and then going in with my under eye concealer so I can set it right away. So let's blend out my spot concealer first. The only thing I will say is this is a little bit more of a matte concealer, but it's not too bad. Nothing compared to the Fenty concealer, which was super drying on me. So far so good. Now I'm going to apply it to my lids and also my under eye area. I think the under eye concealer looks really, really good. As I said, I mentioned it was a little bit drying, so I was worried that it might be too drying. Next, we are going to be trying out the Revlon Photo Ready Face Powder. This is their anti-pollution setting powder, and mine is in 001. And this retailed at Shoppers Drug Mart for $16.99, which is kind of crazy. I feel like Revlon usually isn't that expensive. Take a little bit of this Revlon powder on my beauty blender. That darkened that up a lot. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Okay, we're in now, so we have to keep going. Because it's not a translucent powder, it has a little bit of a tone to it. It looks a little lighter on camera, but you can see right under my eyes that it definitely did darken that a bit. So something to keep in mind. Then I'm just going to set my chin area and then just take this all over the rest of my face super lightly. So for bronzer, I have another new product. This one I purchased at Walmart and I got it for $6.97, so the exact same price as the e.l.f. concealer. And I got mine in Sunset Striptease. I haven't had amazing luck with Wet n Wild bronzers in the past, so I'm going to try taking a very small amount, going into my face very carefully. There we go. There's the product. I'm not loving it. There's something there that's a little bit off to me. I'm not sure what it is. It's a little bit patchy on my forehead. Okay, I'm gonna try baking it. Bake underneath of it with this Revlon powder. Ugh, I don't think I'm a fan of that bronzer. It's just looking a little patchy. The color seems a little bit off to me. Not sure what it is, but I'm not loving it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my brows just because they're bothering me a little bit. And then I'm going to hop back on camera and we're going to try playing around with the highlighter, which I'm also very nervous to try. So I'll be right back once I've finished my brows. Okay, I am back. I have brows on. I have mascara and lashes on. For lashes, my current obsession is these Pure Pro eyelashes. These are the 3D cruelty-free luxe lashes. Mine are in the style Bombshell, so I've been loving these. I picked up this NYX A Bit Jelly Gel Illuminator highlight, and this was $15.49, so definitely not cheap. And I got mine in the shade Luminous. I've never tried a jelly highlighter. I know it's a big trend right now, but I swatched it and I wasn't impressed. It looks gorgeous in the package as I just showed you, and it's really fun to just look at. I don't even know how to describe it. Very fun, very fresh. So this is the product that I picked up on my finger. It just looks kind of like a glitter, which is what it looked like when I swatched it. I'm not loving that. It kind of just shows up like straight up sparkle, like the purple blue sparkle that's underneath for festival season and whatnot. That could be cool, but for day to day, it's just not a look that I would typically go for. I don't think most people would use this as an everyday highlight. This is the IUI Beauty Radiant Glow palette. I'm gonna go in and just mix Purr and Pink Pearl, and I'm going to go on top of that. There is a portion there where it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, it's just kind of sticking to my face. It definitely made the highlight on top a lot more intense. So if you're looking to intensify your highlight, maybe it could be good for that. I don't know. On its own, you guys saw how it applied, how it looks. If that's a look that you want, or if you go to a lot of festivals and you want like a cool glittery type product, then go for it. But it's definitely not an everyday highlighter. All we have left is lips, and I have two lips that I pulled for this. I picked up this Almay Lip Vibes lipstick, and mine was $7.96, so not bad for a lipstick. But I didn't realize, because you can't open lipsticks at Walmart, that it's kind of a pearlescent sheen. It's not really a full intense lipstick. I'll swatch it for you guys. This is in the shade Skip the Gym, which I love. That is how the lipstick looks there. So it's not a full opaque lipstick. It's just a kind of pearlescent wash of color. So I figured I would use this more as a lip topper kind of thing. And then I did pick up a bunch of the ColourPop Spring Collection lipsticks. So I pulled the shade Spring Roll, which is a cream finish to use for this look. So this is the shade I'm going to go in with today. So that is how the shade Spring Roll looks on its own. It's a little bit different than I anticipated. I thought it would be more of a just basic nude. We're gonna apply the Almay shade on top. I'm not sure how this will layer. Gave it a little more of a sheen to it, a little bit of smoothing. Okay, you guys, here is the finished look. I think it is gorgeous. I freaking love that lip color. So in order of application, I'm just gonna quickly go over all of the products and what I thought of them. L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I understand the hype. I think this looks really, really nice on my skin. You guys saw my breakouts in the beginning. Not to brag, but I think my skin looks really freaking good right now. And I think that that can be largely attributed to the L'Oreal foundation and the e.l.f. concealer. I love this concealer and the foundation. I think this combination is amazing. I think the coverage is amazing. It doesn't look dry. These are gorgeous. Love both of those. Revlon Candid Powder and the Wet n Wild bronzer were the second two products that I tried out. I would pass on both of these. I find the bronzer a little bit patchy. I will keep playing around with it, but on camera I'm not loving it. I'll see how it looks throughout the day, but even for the price, I would pass. The Physicians Formula bronzer is where it's at in terms of drugstore. Revlon Candid Powder, I don't love it and I don't hate it. I think it's drying under the eyes. I wouldn't recommend it under the eyes. For overall face setting, I think it does look nice. It's a little bit smoothing. No issues with the overall face, but definitely don't love it as a under eye setting powder, and I think it's a little bit pricey for the drugstore and what it really is. The highlight you guys saw, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you were into really glittery highlighters or festival season. In the summer, all over the body, it depends what you're looking for. The ColourPop lipsticks are just gorgeous. Definitely look out for my swatching video. I think these are so beautiful, and this shade is a lot nicer than I thought it would be, and I really, really like it on me. The All My lipstick, it's nothing you need, I wouldn't say. I'll try wearing it on its own in another video, but I just wanted something a little more intense today. It is a really nice product as a topper, so I'll keep you guys updated how I like it on its own. That is all of my thoughts. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if there's any other new products that you guys want me to do another first impressions on. I would love to pump out a spring tutorial. This is a very spring inspired look in my opinion, but let me know what else you guys want to see. I'm really excited to get back into my makeup content. Like this video if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you are already. I'm trying very hard to get to 3K by the end of April. That's just my little personal goal, and I'd love if you could help me get